06/05 of 2021, closed as withdrawn on the 28th of August 2023, but it is mysteriously missing from the sub storeroom where it is supposed to be kept. 7.5. The investigation in the Kalbi homicide docket placed us in a position to reconstruct the missing docket, and the reconstruction is at an advanced stage, including the investigation regarding such loss of the docket. 7.6. In the reconstruction of this docket, investigation revealed that immediately at the crime scene, the tow truck driver was offered an amount of 10,000 rand by the applicant number 2 to remove the body from the scene before the role players arrived at the crime scene. There is a statement to this effect. Your Worship, it is signed on this 23rd day of April 2026 here in Postpones and is commissioned, Your Worship. Your Worship, may I read now the Annexure A? Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, it is under Duduza Cast 91 of April 2022 and it is a matter docket. The witness is Marius van der Merwe, state under oath in English. I am an adult male, self-employed as a consultant, which I'm going to live there where he resides. On Thursday, the 14th of April 2022, at about 9 o'clock in the evening, I was contacted by Cobus, who is the director of Coast Guard Security situated at Springs. He was informing me about the warehouse robbery that took place at Boksburg area, saying that he had location about the suspects. He also asked me if I was available for backup. I told him that he must send me a pin drop for location. Paragraph 2. Copper sent me a pin drop on WhatsApp. It was for Salis village. I arrived at the location at about 20 minutes later. I found Yako Hanekom and Kopas at the location. Yako is an informer. I was driving a company vehicle with a number HW02WFGP, which is a marked Guardian Security Ford Ranger and black in color. Yako Hanekom's contact number, I'm not going to read it for the family members, and he was driving a red or maroon Renault Kwid HL06DD EGP. I cannot recall what Cobus was driving. Paragraph 3. I got out of the car and greeted them, and 3 unmarked EMPD vehicles arrived, and they were Golf 7 GTIs. Inside 2 of the EMPD vehicles, they were driving by cashier listers, and other vehicle was driven by Aiden Mackenzie. The 3rd vehicle was driven by a colored male. Cashier's got a number, and Mackenzie, I'm not going to read them, and they both employed by EMPD as police officers. They all got out of the vehicle and greeted us. Zander Fritz also arrived with 2 African males that were in full uniform in a marked SAPS BMW, marked black van with its call sign BP32. Zander was wearing a police trouser, police boots, and a black or blue T-shirt with black bulletproof on top. VM Pretorius, that is now paragraph 4, Your Worship, VM Pretorius and Constable Yuan Mary Extian arrived shortly after that. They both arrived in one vehicle, and I cannot recall if it was a Hilux or a Ford Ranger. VM's number, I'm not going to read it, Your Worship, with the permission, and he,
on behalf of the accused, have prepared an affidavit for bail I beg leave to hand up the original for your worship to follow. There will also be a confirmatory affidavit from his wife. It has the heading of this matter, and it states, I, the undersigned, Kagiso Lerutla, do hereby declare under oath as follows.
Sorry, Worship. Again, I don't know if my elephant is not going to supply us with a copy to follow.
Copy.
Okay, thanks.
And a copy for me. Okay. Sorry, Your Worship. I'm the applicant in this matter. The facts contained herein are within my personal knowledge and belief, and are both true and correct, save where the context indicates otherwise. Under the heading Personal Details, I'm a South African citizen who was born and bred in Jane First, Limpopo province. I was born on 15 March 1996, and that makes me 40 years old. I reside at number 6, Teak Street, Serengeti Estate, Ekurhuleni, Kempton Park, Gauteng province. I'm a tenant at that property. See copy of the lease agreement and my identity document marked annexes A and B. If I could just go to A and B. I don't intend reading out the whole lease agreement, but there's a copy. Sorry, Your Worship, I just can't find Annex A. I'll return. Oh, I see. Annex A is with your original, Your Worship. It's not in my copy. Sorry. Sorry for that interruption. And then Annex B, you will see there's a landlord whose identity is not particularly relevant, but the tenant is Kagiso Lerutla, and the address is 6 Teak Close, Witfontein Extension 27. That's the property description of 6 Teak Street, Serengeti, Ekurhuleni, Kempton Park. As your worship knows, a street address is compared to a property description are not always the same. But it's 6 Teak Street, Serengeti. Then paragraph 3.1. I do have 2 valid passports, one being an official passport. The official passport was issued to me because of my official position as city manager of Ekurhuleni. I am prepared to surrender both passports in case that is required. I'm married to Kagiso Lerutla. My wife is unemployed, and we have 2 daughters, and their ages are 6 years and 8 years, respectively. They're both at school. These children live with us at our primary residence mentioned in paragraph 3 above. My family is therefore entirely dependent on me for survival, as I'm the sole breadwinner. Employment status. I'm currently employed as city manager of Ekurhuleni municipality as from 1 November 2025. I earn 220,000 Rand per month. Prior thereto, I was a group chief financial officer at Ekurhuleni municipality from 1st of June 2019 until the end of May 2024. I was reappointed to the same position on 1 August 2024 until end October 2025. Paragraph 3.4. I'm a qualified chartered accountant, and I hold the following qualifications: BComp degree, University of Limpopo; BCom Accounting Honours, University of Johannesburg; MBA, Regenesis Business School, and I'm currently expecting the results for the Masters of Philosophy in Accounting from UNISA. I've been advised by my legal team that the offences with which I have been charged fall under Schedule 5, and therefore the onus is on me to demonstrate to this Honourable Court that the interests of justice permit my release on bail. Next paragraph. I've been further advised that the contents of this affidavit may be used by the state in a subsequent or the subsequent criminal trial. Rootedness in South Africa. I'm deeply rooted in the Republic of South Africa because all my family members live in the Republic of South Africa. I normally travel between Gauteng and Limpopo provinces to visit my family members. I have traveled overseas for both holidays and work purposes in the past. However, I have no intentions to emigrate from the Republic. Circumstances leading to my arrest. I was arrested at OR Tambo yesterday. That's the airport, Jewish. 19 April 2026. In the presence of my friends, family, after returning from Cape Town, I fully cooperated with the police during my arrest. The police advised me that I will be facing the charges of fraud, corruption, and defeating the ends of justice. I intend to plead not guilty to these charges. However, I still need to consult with my legal team properly after the docket has been disclosed. In the absence of the docket disclosure, I cannot therefore comment on the merits of this state's case at this point. I'll argue on that later, as my learned friend has done. Assets. I have the following assets. I have one immovable property situated at 24 Milderbosch Estate, Brentwood Park. The latter property is rented out to tenants. This property is bonded with ABSA, and I'm paying a bond of about 19,000 Rand per month. I own home furniture items and personal possessions worth about 400,000. I also own one motor vehicle, a BMW X5, whose registration number I can't remember at this stage. Pending cases. I've been advised by my legal team that I'm required by law to correctly and truthfully disclose my previous convictions and the pending cases, and in the event that I provide any false information, I may be punished by a court of law. I do not have any, and/or I am not aware of any pending criminal investigations or cases and/or warrants of arrest against me. Previous convictions. I do not have any previous convictions in my name. Protection orders and/or parole. There are no protection or harassment orders issued against me either under the Domestic Violence Act of 1998 and/or Harassment Act of 1997, and I am not under parole. Submissions regarding factors to be considered when deciding whether to grant bail. And these, Your Worship, as you know, are the key factors. Section 64A, endangering public safety or anyone. I submit that I've never been involved in harassing or intimidating any member of the public or witness in the past concerning this matter, and I have no reason to do so. Accordingly, no one will be in danger if I am released on bail. No evidence exists for this court to reasonably suspect that any member of the public will be in danger if I am released on bail. Then under Section 64B, likelihood to evade trial, I'm deeply rooted in the Republic, and I have a stable and gainful employment as well as a stable family. I do not intend to emigrate from the Republic as already stated above. Section 64C, interference with state witnesses. I do not know who the exact witnesses are in this matter, and I have no reason to interfere with it. I am fully aware that it will not be in my interest to interfere with any of the witnesses in this matter, as that would place my bail at risk. Section 694D, jeopardy to functioning of criminal justice or bail system. I do not have any knowledge whether the police investigations are complete or not at this stage. I also do not have any knowledge as to how the police will pursue further investigation, if any, at this point. I provided full and correct personal details to the police for this matter. Accordingly, it's impossible that I can interfere with the police investigations in any manner and or jeopardize the criminal justice system. Exceptional circumstances, Section 694E, presence or absence which may lead to undermining public order or peace. I submit that no public order or peace will be disturbed by my release on bail. No evidence exists and or has been brought to my attention to suggest to the contrary. Provisions of Section 69 the interests of justice in relation to the right to be released on bail. I submit with respect, if this Honourable Court does not grant me bail, my family and I would suffer grave and irreparable prejudice. The prejudice will be in the form of lack of support to my family, as they would be deprived of the love, emotional and financial support from me. I was made to understand by the arresting officers that I would be facing many grave charges in this matter. This means that I would really need to conduct regular and comprehensive consultations with my legal team, and also gather a lot of exculpatory evidence material for them to prepare. If I'm kept in custody, I'd not be able to effectively prepare for my trial. I'm advised that the wheels of the criminal justice system in the Republic grind very slowly. I'm advised further by my legal team that there are huge backlogs in courts, and if I'm not released on bail, it may take more than 9 months to a year before the trial is concluded in this matter. In view of the aforementioned factors, I respectfully submit that I am sufficiently rooted in the Republic. I have significant assets and I have no history of criminality, and I'm therefore a suitable candidate to be released on bail. My constitutional right to presumption of innocence still operates, despite the alleged serious charges that I'm facing. It is therefore impossible that I would leave this country as a direct consequence of this case. There are no reasonable grounds to believe that I'm a flight risk. I'm willing to abide by any reasonable bail conditions, including reporting to the police every day. I can raise up to 20,000 rand for bail. And Your Worship, if I could hand up the original of a confirmatory affidavit by his wife. It has the heading of this matter. I, the undersigned, Ntabiseng Reni Lerutla, do hereby declare under oath as follows. I'm the wife of the accused person, Kagiso Lerutla, my husband, the applicant. See the attached marriage certificate marked Annexure A. I'm sure you have it, Your Worship. Very well. The facts contained herein are within my personal knowledge and belief and are both true and correct, save where the context indicates otherwise. This affidavit serves to confirm that I reside with my husband and our 2 daughters at number 6 Teak Street, Serengeti Estate, Ekurhuleni, Kempton Park, Gauteng Province. We are tenants at that property. See copy of the lease agreement and my identity document marked Annexures B, respectively. I take it that they are there, Your Worship, but it's the same lease agreement. We have also another immovable property situated at number 24 Milderbosch Estate, Brentwood Park. The latter property is rented out to tenants. This property is bonded with ABSA, and I am paying a bond of about 19,000 rand per month. That is the confirmatory affidavit, Your Worship. Of course, in due course, I will address you on the various factors, but that is the affidavit and the evidence for the time being.
Thank you. Would you stand up, Mr. Lerutla? Do you confirm the contents of the affidavit has been correct? Do you confirm the contents of this affidavit signed by you as being correct?
Yes, I confirm.
Thank you. This affidavit by Mr. Lerutla shall be Exhibit B, and the confirmatory affidavit shall be attached thereto as part of it.
This is a court.